Welcome to Thoroughbred Action at Gulfstream Park. I'm Katie Stazak. It's Wednesday and we are ready to start a fresh week of racing here at Gulfstream. We have 8 races on the card. Let's get right to them. Here are the track and weather conditions. The main track is fast and the turf course is firm. Wednesday's opener is a $12,500 claimer. 4-year-olds and upward which have not won 3 races will be sprinting 5 furlongs on the turf course. Scratch the 9, Ford. Also note that the 6, Ricochet, will race without the whip.
Racing at Gulfstream. From the center, running alone begins nicely and goes looking for the lead. Bellamy Storm on the outside. My Uncle Charlie is showing speed. Matar from down toward the inside and Caesar Run from the top shelf. Then it's Ricochet and it's 5 lengths to the trailer, Rancho. They take it to the far turn. On the outside, Bellamy Storm toward the inside, running alone. They're 2.5 lengths better than Matar, who's to the inside of Caesar Run. Followed by JC50 and My Uncle Charlie. Then it's 2.5 more to Ricochet, and still trailing is Rancho. They run to the top of the stretch. Bellamy Storm out in the 2 path, but he has the lead by a length from running alone second. Matar tipping to the outside for a clear shot. 3.5 in front of JC50. Nobody else running on from the back, at least not yet, and they're into the stretch. Bellamy Storm on the outside, running alone, kicks back to the inside. Matar is off their cover from third. Then to the inside, My Uncle Charlie in deep stretch. Bellamy Storm digging in. Matar surging on the outside. Matar's getting up. It's going to be Matar in time. Matar got there from Bellamy Storm second, and third was running alone. Close fourth, Ricochet or JC50 and 56 flat.
Matar gets up just in time to take the first race. Juan Leyva was aboard for trainer Wesley Ward and owner Carolyn Wilson. Matar returned $5.80 for the win. That'll take us to our second race. This is a starter allowance with an optional claiming tag of $35,000. 3-year-old fillies will be going a mile on the main track. No scratches, but 1 jockey change. Carlos Oliveira will be aboard the 2 Majestic Gal.
And they're up. My Little Darlings ducked out just a little bit at the start. Under the whip ride early is Majestic Gal to try to get the lead. Miss Wilby comes away in good shape, and Chat Hills is on the outside. These 3 run out of the chute together with Image of Rachel off the speed. Then to the inside, My Little Darlings, and at the back of the pack, the trailer is Not Ladylike. Out of the 1-mile chute they go, and with the lead, it's the long shot, Majestic Gal and Carlos Oliveira in front 3/4 of a length. Chat Hills is there, second, pocketed up third, My Little Darlings. Then it's Miss Wilby in the clear on the outside, racing fourth now. Not Ladylike between horses, and Image of Rachel is last of all after the opening quarter went in 24-3. With the lead, it's still Majestic Gal by a length from Chat Hills in second. My Little Darlings awaiting her turn. She's third on the inside, with the favorite Miss Wilby bracketing her from the outside. Racing fourth now. A neck better than Not Ladylike, and Image of Rachel is last, but she's in touch, only 5 lengths off the lead. They take it to the far turn after a half mile, went in 48-1. Quickened up in the second quarter, and Majestic Gal continues to lead. Now there goes Chat Hills on the offensive, and Chat Hills takes the lead. Immediately, jockey Tyler Gaffleone gets after Miss Wilby to quicken with her. And behind the speed is My Little Darlings. And My Little Darlings has room inside now. And the 2 favorites will go at it after 3 quarters in 112-3. On the outside, Miss Wilby cutting the corner, My Little Darlings. They'll settle the score 2 lengths better than Chat Hills, who's back third. They're inside the final furlong. On the inside, My Little Darlings. On the outside, it's Miss Wilby. Miss Wilby's tenacious and still in front. My Little Darlings testing her to the inside. Back third is Image of Rachel. Coming to the finish, it's Miss Wilby in front. 3/4 of a length from My Little Darling second, then Image of Rachel and Chat Hills in 138-3.
Miss Wilby outduels My Little Darlings to take the second race. Tyler Gaffleone was the winning jockey for trainer Marcus Vitale and owners Langdon Wilby and Mary Beth Reese. Miss Wilby returned $3.60 to win. And after the race, winning trainer Marcus Vitale talked about his hard-knocking filly.
I thought she came into the race really well. Off that last race, she finished second against a real nice filly of Dale Romans. This filly's, she's going to be okay. I don't think she's of the superstar caliber, but I think she's definitely a hard knocker, and she was bred by the owners, a Massachusetts bred. I had a great run with her mother, and we decided to breed her, and this is where we are today.
Gulfstream Park is one of Florida's top entertainment destinations, mixing restaurants, clubs, a casino, and international boutique shops with world-class racing. In a lavish, sun-drenched setting with the feel of a Mediterranean village, Gulfstream is a leading year-round entertainment and tourist destination and the home of luxury residences in 2014. The Stronach family, owners of Gulfstream Park, is committed to the sport of thoroughbred racing and the grace, spirit, and generosity of the horse.
Point of entry would not be denied. And they're into the stretch. Point of entry's taking the lead.
Point of entry, a 2-length lead.
It's point of entry taking the lead. Point of entry will go to the Breeders' Cup on a 5-race winning streak.
5-time Grade 1 winner from a deep Phipps family with the pedigree and physical to become the heir of Dynaformer. Point of entry. Standing at Adena Springs.
Glad to have you back with us. Let's get to the third race, a $16,000 claiming event. 4-year-olds and upward will be going a mile and a 16th on the turf course. Scratch the 8 for all the marbles.
And they're up. Toward the inside, Russian Greek is away the best and goes looking for the lead. From the outside, Angel C is showing speed. Kitten and May and Dusty Moore come away in the top flight. They're third and fourth. It's a stretch of another 4.5 lengths to Strongbow and Franklin Park. And out the back door early, the trailer is Gossip Column. They run into the first turn, chasing the speed of Russian Greek. On top for Mirzabek Kapushev, leads it by 3.5 lengths. Racing second is Kitten and May. He's inside of Angel C third. Dusty Moore reined back to run fourth for Zayas, about 6 lengths behind. It's another 2.5 lengths back to Franklin Park, who's 3 clear of an inside running Strongbow, and Gossip's Column is still last. They're strung out over about a dozen lengths here after the opening quarter went in 23 and 3. Russian Greek at 8-5 continues to make the pace. He leads it by 2.5 lengths. Kitten and May is now asked to do a little work from second now. Racing third is Angel C. Then it's a stretch of 3 to Dusty Moore as they went a 46 4.5 mile. Pace of plenty here. 3 lengths in front of an inside running Strongbow, followed by Franklin Park and Gossip Column. And now they start to take a bit closer order as they run around the far turn. They approach the quarter pole with Russian Greek still there. Has led every jump. Leads it by 2. Kitten and May second. Racing third and asked to quicken is Angel C. Dusty Moore is scrubbed on well fourth. To the outside, Strongbow is now fifth, and still nothing from Gossip Column, and they run to the top of the stretch with the lead. It's still Russian Greek by 3/4 and 110 flat. Kitten and May off cover and coming on now. 2.5 lengths back to Dusty Moore and Angel C, and there's an 1/8 of a mile to go. Russian Greek is digging in. Kitten and May has not reached him yet. Dusty Moore is now third, then Angel C. Russian Greek tenacious inside, and Russian Greek will take the third race field gate to wire and win it by 1.5 lengths. Kitten and May second, Dusty Moore third, Angel C fourth, and 141 and 1.
Russian Greek gamely holds off Kitten and May to take the third race. He wins it in wire-to-wire fashion with jockey Mirzabek Kapushev in the irons, the winning trainer Mikhail Yanikov, and the winning owners, Olympia Star Inc. On to the fourth race now. This is a $60,000 maiden claiming event. 3-year-olds will be going a mile on the main track. Scratch the 2, Mr. Reed. Also note, blinkers off the 1, Blackwater Charlie.
And they're up. Chili Bay kind of hopped at the start. From the outside, Crowd Idol begins the best and goes looking for the lead. Hugueton moves to challenge, and down toward the inside, chirped along very harshly there was Blackwater Charlie. Blackwater Charlie wants to be part of the pace scenario. Far back in the early stages, just shoot for the sky. Down the backstretch, they run out of the 1 mile chute, and now on to take the lead is Never Never. In front to half a length, Hugueton is now second. Blackwater Charlie is in position now third, racing a length in front of Crowd Idol. Then it's Chili Bay, and far back to Shoot for the Sky. Quarter time 24-1, and loose up top. The leader is Never Never, and Christian Dominguez, first-time starter, calls the shots out here, 5 lengths in front. Hugueton is there second. Blackwater Charlie is again chirped along to make ground third, but Chili Bay is to his inside, and Chili Bay's doing good work from third now. Then it's Crowd Idle and Still Far Back, Shoot for the Sky. They went a half mile in 46-3, and Hugueton just made a move to take the lead. Never Never has called it an afternoon. Blackwater Charlie is now into second. Chili Bay is working harder from third. Blackwater Charlie at this one pace continues to make ground. He's into second with the favorite Chili Bay third and needing to respond, and Hugueton the leader. Quarter of a mile to go. Hugueton has the lead. Blackwater Charlie is now second, and he's up on even terms, 4 lengths better than Chili Bay, who's been defeated, and they're at the top of the stretch. From the outside, Blackwater Charlie toward the inside, Hugueton. They're 5 lengths in front of a weakening Chili Bay. Shoot for the Sky has made ground from last in deep stretch. Blackwater Charlie is still in front. Hugueton battles with him second. Then it's back to Shoot for the Sky and Chili Bay coming to the finish. Heads up riding from Edgar Zayas, and Blackwater Charlie's a length winner. Hugueton was second. Give it to Shoot for the Sky third, and fourth Chili Bay in front of Crowd Idle and Never Never in 141 flat.
Blackwater Charlie prevails in the fourth with Edgar Zayas aboard. Jenna Antonucci was the winning trainer for owners Summerwind Farms, Inc. Blackwater Charlie paid $11.80 to win.
There's a new day dawning in Florida. Never before has a Breeders' Cup Classic winner retired to stud in the Sunshine State. Until now. Adena Springs presents 3-time Grade 1 winner and earner of over $4 million, Fort Larned. New to Adena Springs South.
OBS April 2-year-old sales grads have posted 86 stakes wins since January 1st, 2014, including Millionaire Perenda in the $2 million Singapore Cup. In the past 15 months, the OBS Spring Sale has produced 64 stakes winners and counting, better than a stakes winner a week, including Grade 1 winners Stephanie's Kitten and the Big Beast. Find your next stakes winner at the OBS April 2-year-old sale. OBS, we measure success by performance.
A love of horses and a commitment to excellence have come together in the heart of Florida's Marion County. Owned by lifelong horseman Benjamin Leon Jr., Basilou Stables has assembled top-notch thoroughbreds, breeding and racing the champions of today and tomorrow. Breeders' Cup winner Royal Delta has thrilled the racing world with back-to-back wins in the Ladies' Classic. As a multi-year sponsor of the Fountain of Youth and the Florida Derby, Basilou Stables is a proud sponsor of Gulfstream Park.
The fifth race is a $16,000 claimer. 3-year-olds and upward which have not won 2 races will be sprinting 5 furlongs on the turf course. No scratches or jockey changes to report.
And they're up. From the outside, Nantucketeer begins the best with Bo Bob moving to be second. All About Divas away in the top flight third. Go-Go Romeo down to the inside is now racing on fifth with Dreaming of Pete on the outside fourth. In between them at Sun Bio, 2.5 to Casey Wegman, and Mr. 954 is last of all as they speed into the far turn. Nantucketeer ahead in front. Racing second now is on the inside Bo Bob. All About Divas third. Go-Go Romeo's in a bit tight while fourth. Then Dreaming of Pete in fifth in front of Sun Bio and Casey Wegman, and Mr. 954 is still last. Moving to the top of the stretch, the leader Nantucketeer in front for Prado by a length and a half. All About Diva in the pink color second. Go-Go Romeo works off the fence, then Bo Bob into the stretch. Leader Nantucketeer confidently handled in 2 on top. All About Diva is second. Sun Bio emerges inside. Mr. 954 from last on the outside. In deep stretch, Nantucketeer is still there. All About Diva trying valiantly, but Nantucketeer is home safe. Racing second in the end was All About Diva in front of Sun Bio, then Go-Go Romeo and Mr. 954.
Nantucketeer leads them from start to finish in the fifth race. Edgar Prado was the winning jockey for trainer Mike Petro and owner Frank Calabrese. That'll bring us to the sixth race, a $12,500 claimer. Fillies and mares 4-year-olds and upward, which have not won 3 races, will be going a mile and a 16th on the turf course. Scratch the 7 and the 9. Also, Manuel Aguilar will be aboard the 2 Go Rontos Go.
They're at the post, and they're off. Time for Harlan Hopped in the air, cost herself 4 lengths. Toward the inside, Scat Daddy's Breeze wins the break and goes looking for the lead from Mystical Rain, who comes away racing second. Miss Motivation is away in good shape. She's third early. Chica Chapina splits horses to get into fourth in front of Go Rontos Go, and then Fee and Sugar. And after the subpar beginning, Time for Harlan is last and wide as they hit the first turn run. With the lead, it's the favorite Scat Daddy's Breeze on top by a length and a half from Mystical Rain in second as they went through the opening quarter in 25 seconds flat. Miss Motivation moves up on the outside to be third. Eddie Castro has Chica Chapina fourth down toward the inside and 3.5 from the lead. A length better than Fee and Sugar with Go Rontos Go to her inside. At the back but moving wide is Time for Harlan, trying to get involved after a subpar start. They continue their run down the backstretch, no change in the plot. The leader is Scat Daddy's Breeze, a half a length. Turning up the pressure second is Mystical Rain, 3 wide Miss Motivation. In that pocket down inside is Chica Chapina, a neck better than Time for Harlan. Then Go Rontos Go and Fee and Sugar. They won a half mile in 49.3, and they leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. With the lead, Scat Daddy's Breeze and Josie Gomez a half a length in front. Gaffleone starts to work on Mystical Rain for her best run second. Chica Chapina is down inside third. That's all for Miss Motivation. She's backpedaling with Go Rontos Go toward the inside. 3/4, 1:13.1, and they run to the top of the stretch. Up on the outside, Mystical Rain comes to confront Scat Daddy's Breeze. 2.5 lengths back to Chica Chapina, who will rally on the outside. 3/16 to go. Mystical Rain just shook the lead from Scat Daddy's Breeze second on the outside, and Chica Chapina third. Time for Harlan is recovered to be fourth. In deep stretch, it's still Mystical Rain in front, and Mystical Rain will win it. Mystical Rain and Gaffleone by 2. Chica Chapina second from Time for Harlan third. Scat Daddy's Breeze ended up fourth in 1:43.3.
Mystical Rain takes the 6th race, giving jockey Tyler Gaffleone his second win of the day. Patricia Farah was the winning trainer for owner Teresa Sanfratello. Mystical Rain returned $12.80 for her win.
Gulfstream Park is one of Florida's top entertainment destinations, mixing restaurants, clubs, a casino, and international boutique shops with world-class racing. In a lavish, sun-drenched setting with the feel of a Mediterranean village, Gulfstream is a leading year-round entertainment and tourist destination and the home of luxury residences in 2014. The Stronach family, owners of Gulfstream Park, is committed to the sport of thoroughbred racing and the grace, spirit, and generosity of the horse.
Welcome back. Let's get to the final 2 races of the day. The 7th is a $12,500 claimer. 3-year-olds and upward, which have not won 2 races, will be sprinting 6 furlongs on the main track. Scratch the 3, El Gran Tito.
And they're up. From the outside, Casanova Way begins nicely down toward the inside. Here's Little Tom moving to challenge. In between horses, Rocket Man Richie comes away on the top flight. But on top here, Little Tom strides clear to lead it by almost 2. Rocket Man Richie is second. Roll on the Navajo is now third. To the outside and fourth is Casanova Way with Maximus Decimus on the inside. Mid-flight early for the favorite Bellamy Chief. He's a length better than a ridden along 5 Private. Then down to the inside, Bellstorm, and far back to Creative Quality. Bellamy Chief didn't take the turn all that well as they run around the far turn. He's back now about 6 or 7 off the speed after the opening quarter went in 22.1. With the lead, it's Little Tom, confronted on the outside by Rocket Man Richie. Working on the outside from third is Fly on the Navajo. Racing fourth now is Maximus Way, and then to the outside Casanova Way, and they run to the top of the stretch. With the lead, still in front, Rocket Man Richie. Roll on the Navajo on the outside, and Maximus Decimus is coming on well from behind horses, and Bellstorm also has horse. Looks for a little racing room here. here. Inside the final furlong, here's Bellstorm getting through inside for Zayas with his 16th to go. Bellstorm going 2 to the 1 of the outside runner Maximus Decimus, and from between them Rocket Man Richie, it's Bellstorm to win it. Rocket Man Richie was second in front of Maximus Decimus third, then Roll on the Navajo in 112 flat.
Bellstorm gets up along the rail to take the 7th race, giving Edgard Zayas his second win of the day. Roderick Rodriguez was the winning trainer for Owners All-American Horses, LLC. Bellstorm paid $8.80 to win. The Wednesday finale is the 8th race. This is an allowance with an optional claiming tag of $25,000. Fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upward, will be going a mile on the turf course. Scratch the 3, the 10, and the 11. Also blinkers on the 4.
And runners away. A level beginning. Toward the inside, the gray Double the Energy wins the start from the Chilean Sonara, who comes away racing second. Up on the outside, Opposite Day, and Endless Light is between horses. Then it's Angel Falls, and down to the inside, Lemon Lashes with Bossy Gal between those two. And the gray Minx is last of all as they race into the first turn. With the lead, it's Double the Energy in front by a length and a half. Sonara's in the 2-path well second. Racing down toward the inside, that's Lemon Lashes, and up on the outside and moving closer is Opposite Day. In between that pair and a bit keen is Bossy Gal. Angel Falls backs off and Mink saves ground. Now trailing is Endless Light, but she's only about 4 lengths behind. They went through the opening quarter in 23 and 4. Down the backstretch they go. Double the Energy by a neck. Sonara's in her racing debut in North America. She's second now. She's a length better than an outside running Opposite Day third. And between them, Bossy Gal. Down to the inside, Lemon Lashes. Then Minx on hold within 3.5 of the lead. From between horses is Endless Light. And out wide on the course, Angel Falls is last. The chess match continues after a 47 1/2 mile. Double the Energy has the lead. Up on the outside, Sonara's taking it to her every step. And here's Sonara to go on the offensive for Zimmerman. These two quicken up 2 lengths better. Then Lemon Lashes working off the fence for Castro. A neck better than stablemate Bossy Gal. Endless Light finds her best stride. She'll muscle off the fence 4 wide. Wide open with 3/16 left to go. Toward the outside, Lemon Lashes trying to shift ground but has the lead now. Down the outside, an Endless Light. Sonara's between horses and Double the Energy's on the inside. In deep stretch, it's still Lemon Lashes in front. Endless Light's up into second, but Lemon Lashes will win it. Lemon Lashes and Eddie Castro by almost 2. Second was Endless Light in front of Sonara third, then Minx. It's close to complete the high five between Bossy Gal and Double the Energy in 135 and 1.
Lemon Lashes kicks clear to take the 8th race in her first start since 2013. Eddie Castro gets the win for trainer Marty Wolfson and owners Newtown Anner Stud. Lemon Lashes paid $7.40 to win. And speaking of payoffs, here are the payoffs from our exotic wagers. The pick 4-4-4, $574.95. The pick 5-4 of 5, $30.60. 5 of 5, $2,236.20. And the Rainbow 6, 6 of 6, $3,542.68. There was no single winning ticket yet again today, so the carryover continues to grow. For Thursday, it will be $888,817.84. That's going to do it for Wednesday. Tomorrow is Thursday, and we'll have 8 races on the card. And we have some pretty exciting names among the entries. Team Valor Speechify impressively won the Grade 3 Mr. Prospector Stakes here in December for trainer Ralph Nix. And he'll start in tomorrow's 4th race, a 5-furlong turf allowance for older horses. It'll be just the 2nd time this 5-year-old has run on the grass. He finished out of the money in his lone grass try in last October's Gin Rummy Champ Stakes at Gulfstream Park West. But the surface was a little soft that day, and I think that may have been a factor. Plus, this horse has come a long way since then. He's by and large the class of this field. The 5th race is on the main track, and 3-year-olds will sprint 6 furlongs. The Tom Albertrani-trained Tony Adams will look to prove that his emphatic 10-length maiden score on March 26th was legitimate when he takes on winners for the first time. He's the 3-5 morning line favorite. I'm looking forward to see how this son of High Cotton follows up his eye-opening debut performance. You're not going to want to miss seeing these talented horses here tomorrow. I will see you then. Thanks for watching Thoroughbred Action at Gulfstream Park. I'm Katie Stazak.